Nathan Cox, thanks for joining us around the home. Okay, today I'm going to take you and show you how to reload. We're also going to show you how to unjam it, the rapid reload head on the Ego string trimmer. Okay, so let's just get right to it. Okay, so this is the rapid reload head from Ego, not to be confused with the power load head, which you push a button and it pulls in. If you want to know how to load that head, top right of your screen will be a video linking to that. Okay, now this is the newer version of the rapid reload head. I do have an older video for the old one. Okay, so I know some of you are be wondering, do I have the new head or the old head? Okay, if it's 2022 and you just bought a string trimmer, then you got the new head. It's gonna look like this. It's gonna be all black on the bottom. It's just gonna have the arrows which way to wind it, okay? Now, if maybe your string trimmer is a little older, maybe you got it from a family member, or you just, you weren't the one that you originally used it, but now you're the one who has to load it. It's gonna have two lines directly across from each other on the head. They're gonna be notched in pretty good, and then they would correlate with lines down here, because you'd actually have to spin it to make these lines line up with those lines before you start the loading process. And then the holes were a little bit harder to work with too. Not bad. But I've recently upgraded this head on this string trimmer. So this one originally had the old one, but now I got the new one. If you're like, hey, I want the new one, mine's really worn out anyways, how do I install it and which is the right part? Because that's actually confusion, is which part is the right part. I have a video top right of your screen popping up if you want to install the new rapid reload head, okay? But let's go ahead and get started. So since I've already got string in here, okay, right? I'm going to show you guys how to unjam it, okay? So we're gonna open it up and unjam it, pretending it got jammed up, like it won't eject any line or something. Okay, so there's two notches, one right here and one directly the other side. You pinch them in to release the head. And honestly, especially at this angle with the camera, it's hard to do, so that's why I've got straight screwdriver. It's much easier if you just stick the straight screwdriver in, oops, I'm sorry, in this direction. Push a tab in. You don't have to do it hard. It creates a lot of leverage. There we go. And push it in and just kind of play with it a little bit. There we go. Shouldn't be forcing or jamming anything there. And now you can see that you're just trying to push these tabs in. And that's okay. Well, we're going to grab that thing that just fell out. All right, so if that falls out on yours, it's just a little guide for the string, okay? So I'm just going to insert it back in place. I don't even know why it fell out. Oops, let's insert it the right direction. There we go. Taller lip down, on the open side, and it should be flush when it gets pushed in. Okay. All right, now I'm just going to pull the string out like so. So now we're clear. There's no string in here, so there's no jam. And I'm going to make a point here while I'm talking about this. One of the reasons I'm going to talk about the way we load it is it looks like it goes straight through, but obviously it doesn't, because there's a shaft there in the middle where the bolt is. So when it goes in, it actually goes around and then back out this side, okay? And I'll make that point more clear when we start to load it. But now let's just put the head back on. So we've got the spring in the middle, both guides are in place, they didn't fall out. So we're looking for these two tabs, that tab there, to match up with the two open slots, okay? They should be right on top of each other, and they should click in pretty easy. That was another thing about the old one, is even with my strength, I really had to work it one at a time and really force it together. Sometimes I'd even slap it to get it to lock. The new one is just a lot easier to use. Okay, now we're ready to load. So first question is how long a string and what size do we use? All right, so I always use the .095 line. I like the twisted line here. This is a Shakespeare ugly twist. I find it works really well. And 16 feet is the maximum length, okay? You don't have to cut it at 16 feet and shove it through, because if it's not wound real tight, it may not load all the way. So aiming for like 14 or 15 feet when you cut it, might even be better, honestly, okay? So now we're gonna find one of the holes, okay, right here. The other important thing, and this is why I talked about that a minute ago, about, it doesn't go straight through, it actually goes through and around the shaft and then back out. This end needs to be straight. The way you cut it, if it ended up making it kink or something like that, where it's all bent, it's gonna almost definitely get stuck on the other side. So, and don't try to shove it through way out here with your hand way back here. It needs a little bit of strength, so don't hold it too far back. You just get it started in the hole, okay? And it should pop right out the other side. Okay, let me do that one more time from a slightly different angle. Okay, so again, we're not gonna like hold the string way back here. Put the string in the hole. It may you may catch a little bit something that's that first corner it's going around. So if you may want to just twist it a little bit, and then just feed a little at a time, and pops right out. It should pop right out. Okay, you're gonna pull it through, and then make both sides even in length. All right, now once you've done that, all right, it says wind and shows arrows. This one goes clockwise. My old version actually went counterclockwise, okay? But then you're just gonna do this. Okay, so you see, I was off by a little bit, but not a lot. This one here is gonna get caught by the cutter a little bit. This one won't, so when I get started, I'll start spinning it so this one can cut and then give it a bump so this one can stretch out to the full length. But anyways, we're done. It's loaded, done. Okay, a short video, but that gets the information out that you guys need. Each one of these string trimmers load a little bit differently, and knowing the extra tricks that are required to do it so that it's painless, frustration-free, I think that's a really big key. We don't want to be frustrated with our tools. It is paramount, okay? So anyways, I had a lot of viewers that have had issues with these, a couple little tricks and stuff like that, but I hope that just lays it all straight out for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell for notifications. We're always putting out new content, okay? Check out our website, hundreds of videos organized really, really well, and there's another video for you guys to enjoy. You guys have a great one.